Today is Friday, November 6th. Welcome to this week's edition of the Launchpad. To get us started this week, we'll go over to Ashton for current events.
Welcome to the second 9 weeks. If you failed the first, try not to do it again. Reminder to students, there will be no school next Friday on the 13th due to conferences. Now over to Cheyenne.
Thanks, Ashlyn. Softball started conditioning this week, and they lift every day after school except Fridays from 2:45 to 3:45. Boys and girls basketball are still continuing their practices every day after school. Girls basketball have an away scrimmage tomorrow, but students aren't able to attend. Now over to Joe with the weather update.
Thanks, Cheyenne. Every day this weekend will be sunny with highs in the low 70s and lows in the upper 50s. There'll be almost no chance of rain. So go outside and frolic in the sunshine. Now on to Shayna with birthdays.
Thanks, Joe. This week's birthdays are Bailey Leisure, Logan Bay, Mark Hunter, Chris Prince, Destiny Warren, Neva Taylor, and our very own Joseph Scholl. Happy 16th birthday. Here's Mary with the psychology facts.
Thanks, Shayna. Hi, and welcome to Psychology Facts with Mary. For our first fact, most people get extremely uncomfortable when their TV or radio volume isn't divisible by 2 or 5. Also, convincing yourself you slept well makes your brain act as though you actually did. And you actually cannot multitask. Your brain just switches between things really fast. And lastly, falling in love has the same effect on your brain as cocaine, so be sure to find that perfect mate, like Cheyenne or Hannah Parker. Thanks for listening, and now on to Addie.
Thank you, Mary, for those swaggy brain facts. We will now be asking teachers and students what their first job was. Let's see what they had to say.
My first job was I was a cashier. Well, I was a cart boy at Kroger. Then I worked at Kroger was my first job for like 5 years. I worked there through high school and a little bit through college, and then I got another job.
I worked at Cedar Point.
My first job, I was an umpire.
My first job, I worked in an ice cream store called Super Scoop.
Okay, my first job was as a grocery bagger at Kroger in White Sulphur Springs, West Virginia in the year 1812.
First job was in college. I worked for Payless Shoe Source.
I worked at Best Buy for like a month.
Froyo.
My first job, I was a hostess at Outback Steakhouse when I was 16. And I had to answer phones saying, "Good day, Outback Steakhouse." I remember that to this day.
My first job was working in a sporting goods store selling shoes and sports apparel.
Car inventories. Target! Thanks to everyone who participated. Now to Hannah for an urgent PSA.
This week's PSA is about love. If you are single and ready to mingle, myself and Cheyenne may be willing to date you. Maybe. I don't know about all that. If you think I'm hot and you think Cheyenne's hot, you know where to find us. Now over to Abby with election congratulations.
Thanks for watching this week's edition of the Launchpad. Be sure to hit that like button and hit that subscribe button to keep updated with all things BU. We'll see you next week.